The question this time is, why is it that the dentist won't quote the fee for a smile makeover over the phone? Now, this seems counterintuitive. It seems like you should be able to call and ask what the prices would be. But this is actually actually kind of a litmus test to determine if this is actually an office that is worth your time. Depending on your goal, if you want the absolute best result, you're going to need to find a dentist that won't quote you a fee over the phone. Because a lot of people will assume that if one veneer is, well, let's just use a round number. If one veneer is $1,000, then 10 veneers would be $10,000. And if you find an office that will quote a fee that way or will do the math that way, then you've probably found an office that really isn't trained on how to do a smile makeover whatsoever. They're just prepping the teeth and hoping the lab gives them something nice. And they're probably not being able to use a lab at a fee like that. They're not able to use a lab that is as artistic as necessary to give a full smile makeover look. What I mean by that is there are different levels of lab work involved. So dentists that do this type of work need to probably work with a couple different labs depending on the case. So if we're doing a back tooth, so if people call up, how much for a crown? Well, are we asking for a front tooth or a back tooth? Upper or lower? Is there a material selection that you want? Do you want metal or no metal, or a combination? So those are going to be factors that will determine the fee for the crown. And an office that just has a flat fee, really a dental office is not the same as going to get your car fixed. And there's a fee for brakes, a fee for the muffler, the fee for alignment. Every car is mostly the same, but every patient is different. Every case is custom made. So when we're doing 10 veneers instead of just one veneer, well, we have to do a lot of planning. A good cosmetic dentist will take impressions and study the case and plan it out, probably communicate with their lab on this is what we'd like to achieve, this is the patient's goal, how will we get there? So there's time involved just to plan it out. There's also some lab work done in the planning phase as well as extra lab work in the restoration fabrication phase. And all of that's going to add up. So it is not a factor of if 1 times X is your fee, 10 times X is going to be the fee for a smile makeover. It's custom made, it's customized, every case is different, and the dental office isn't trying to be coy. They're being honest. And if you do find an office that will quote a fee over the phone for that, you probably found the wrong office.
Dr. Timmerman is known internationally with licenses in multiple states in the United States, plus Belgium and Dubai, for cosmetic, implant, and sleep dentistry, with fellowships in the International Congress for Oral Implantology and the Academy of General Dentistry, and a diplomate in the American Board of Dental Sleep Medicine. If you would like to become a patient of Dr. Timmerman or simply have questions, please go to our website, www.drtimmerman.com. That is www.drtimmerman.com. Or call us at 206-241-5533. Or you could email questions for an episode of a future podcast at thewholetoothpodcast@gmail.com.